Hello, this is Centennial Hall, room 3211, and I'm going to show you how the audio-video technology works in here. Up here at the teacher station we have our touch panel, and that's going to control just about everything we need. Right now we're on the main menu page, and there's a button that says press here to begin. When I press that, it's going to bring up the options for the projectors for us. Use just the left or just the right projector. Use both projectors or neither. For the purposes of this video, we'll go ahead and power up both projectors. And when I hit that button, both projectors then do power up, and both screens come down out of the ceiling. It takes just over a minute for the whole process to go, and while that's happening, we'll get this message that says, please wait while the system starts up. You'll know everything's ready when that screen changes. While we're waiting, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the lights. On the right-hand side of the panel here, we have 5 lighting presets, lights all on. Our 2 lecture settings, lecture with and without whiteboard lights, the theater setting, which will dim all the lights for us, and the lights all off setting. We can also change these lights a couple of other places in the room. We have a panel over here on the wall that has those 5 presets already programmed right into it. And then at both doors we have an on-off switch that you can use. We also have a wireless microphone here in the room. The wireless microphone will reinforce your voice here in the room, so it might be easier for the students to hear. On the top of the wireless microphone, we have an on-off switch. I'll go ahead and click that on. And then anything I say in the microphone is going to be reinforced throughout the room. Now that our system is all powered up, I can also come over here, and in the bottom we have a button labeled Audio Control. When I press that button, the audio controls come up, and on the left-hand side is our wireless microphone area, and I can turn it up or turn it down. I can mute it, and when I'm all done, I press the back button to get back to the main menu. When I'm all finished, I want to make sure and hit the off button, switch the off button on the wireless microphone, because the battery will completely drain. Even if you're not using it, if it's just powered on, the battery will completely drain, so we want to make sure and power it off when we're done. Okay, so now we're on our main menu page, and the first thing that we're going to want to notice is that there are 2 different tabs at the top, a left projector tab and a right projector tab. When I want to switch something on the left projector, I need to make sure the left projector is highlighted. If I want to switch something on the right projector, I highlight the right projector, and then I can change it. So right now, right projector has the PC selected, and the left projector has the PC selected. So if we turn and look at the screens, we have the left and the right screen both showing the PC for us. A quick note about the PC is that you will need a username and password to log into it. Your username will be the first part of your email address, and then the password is going to be your UWL net ID. So that's how you'll get onto the computer when you come into the classroom. Okay, so the next source that we have that we'll talk about are our 2 different laptop sources up here. Oops, accidentally pressed it there. We have our normal or analog laptop, which uses a VGA connection, and our digital laptop, which uses an HDMI connection. Those cables are located right in the cable cubby here. There's also a power supply down in there, so you can plug right into the desk there. You don't have to rely on your battery. My laptop uses the traditional VGA connection, or the old-time VGA connection, depends on who you talk to. So I'll go ahead and plug that in. Then I'll take the audio cable, and I'm going to plug that into the headphone jack on my laptop, and then my laptop is all set, ready to go. Now I already pressed the laptop button on our menu here, and so the laptop is going to go to the left projector. I did not hit the right projector tab and change it to laptop, so on the screens behind us now, the right projector is going to be showing the PC, and the left projector will be showing my laptop. Now, if your laptop doesn't show up right away, it's probably just because you're not in the correct mode. You can go to your control panel to change that mode, or the shortcut is just to hold down the function key and tap the F8 key. That'll either switch your mode automatically or bring up a nice little menu like it does on mine. You'll want to make sure to be on the duplicate mode so that whatever you're doing on your laptop is also going to show up on the screen. The next thing we have listed here on our source select is the Blu-ray. I'll go ahead and press the Blu-ray button. So now the Blu-ray is going to be sent to our left projector. On the left-hand side here, we have our play and our stop buttons. On the right-hand side, we have our navigation buttons and our menu buttons. And then we have this button that says full screen video. And when I punch that, the little preview window comes up there so you can see what you're doing before, without having to crane your neck and look backwards all the time. I'll hit the back button to get back to our main menu, and then I'll show you where the Blu-ray is. It's right here underneath the document camera. You can also use the front panel to control what you want to control. And I'll also note that you can play your regular DVDs or CDs in the Blu-ray player. It doesn't have to be an actual Blu-ray disc in order to play it. Okay, so now this is a good time to mention the volume as well. Our left projector is showing Blu-ray and our right projector is showing PC. But what we're going to hear through the volume is going to be our Blu-ray player, because that was the most recent button press. So whatever the most recent button press is what's going to be heard over the speakers. And the way I'm going to adjust that volume is just to turn this wheel up and down in order to adjust the volume of whatever is the most recent selection on your source. The next source we have is the document camera. I'm going to go ahead and press the document camera button there. The document camera is on the right-hand side here. The power button's in the back. When I press the power button, I'll wait until that green light becomes a solid green light. Then we'll know the document camera is ready to go. My advanced features are up here by the camera. I can zoom in and zoom out using this wheel. I have manual and autofocus and a few other options that are underneath here too. And so now that I've done document camera on the left projector, the document camera shows on the left, while that PC is still on the right because we haven't touched the right projector tab. The next one we'll show is the auxiliary button. When I press the auxiliary button, a little sub-menu comes up. It gives me the option to choose S-video or composite video. And what those are things that we can bring in via another device. And the connections are right here in the cable cubby. There's the composite video and the S-video, and they both share an audio connection. If you had a camera or your iPod or something like that that you wanted to plug in, you go ahead and plug it in, then use your device to control it, and it'll show up on the screen for you. The next thing we'll mention is that on the left-hand side of our screen here is our left projector mute and unmute, and our right projector mute and unmute. And the left projector mute is going to do two things for me when I press the button. It's going to mute the video of the projector without powering the projector down, and it's also going to bring the screen up. And this is really handy because now on our right-hand screen we have the PC still, and now I can go ahead and use the whiteboard. And I can write whatever I need to do on the whiteboard, and we still have our system powered up, and I don't have to go through the whole process of waiting a minute for it to power down and a minute for it to power up in order to bring things back into the dual projector mode. And the way I do that is I just go ahead and press the left projector unmute button, and that's going to put the projector back in its normal mode, and it's going to bring the screen back down for us. So then once again, we'll have the document camera on the left screen and the PC on the right screen. The bottom button here says help right on it. If I press the help button, it's going to give us the names and phone numbers of a couple of people in our academic technology services staff. This is the numbers that you would call if you ever had problems during a class or ever needed any information. You'd go ahead and give us a call and we'd be happy to help you out. When I press the OK button here, it's going to take me back to that main menu. And the last thing I'll mention is that in the bottom right-hand corner is our System Off button. When I press System Off, it's going to ask me if I'm sure I want to power down. And I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, I want to power down, and that's going to power down both projectors, and it's going to bring both screens up. And that's very important because we want to save the life of the projector bulbs for us. So I'll go ahead and hit power down, and then I'll remind you to contact Academic Technology Services if you ever have any questions or concerns. Thank you.